Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your daily reading for Thursday the 30th of August. Let's see what's cracking for today. Thank you very much for all of those who've subscribed to my channel. I'm very excited that I can provide you with some daily guidance. I've been wanting to do it for a while and I've been a bit slow on the uptake, but very glad now that I've taken the plunge. If my readings don't resonate with you, please move on to the next reader. I'm sure you'll find someone who will hit the spot for you. Cards I'm using today, I've gone back to the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And yes, I'm in my dressing gown. Don't tell anybody. I'm having a bit of a laid back Thursday. I want to try and get your monthlies out today. Haven't done monthlies yet, so I'm a bit excited about that. So I'm hoping to get cracking on those this afternoon. But anyway, in the meantime, here's your daily for Thursday. Cards are ready. Okay, card at the bottom is the Chariot. And the Chariot's come out in reverse, which could mean you're a bit reluctant to move forward on something today. That's okay. Maybe it's just not quite ready for you yet. The Chariot talks about, having direction, being able to move forward, having what you need to move forward, understanding your direction, your destiny. And I feel like you do, but you're just not ready to move on it today. So maybe it's taking you a little bit of time to make your mind up what direction you want to go in. You're not quite clear yet. But anyway, the cards will show us that. So I'm going to turn the deck upside down. First card out of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I think I had this earlier this week, but it's in reverse. I feel like maybe there's decisions you need to make around your own independence at the moment. There's decisions you need to decide for your own good what direction you need to take, and that's clear in the Chariot reversed. Maybe something's happening for you right now and you need to be sure of the direction you're going in. Because the Nine of Pentacles talks about being independent, being self-assured, know where we're going, we're comfortable in all levels of our life. But because she's in reverse, something says to me that she's not feeling like she's in this element at the moment. It's almost like she knows who she is, but something's holding her back. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords. And as I said to you before, I felt like this was a decision. And it's clear to me now that this is what this is. There's something that you need to talk about or talk to someone about that you're holding back on. It's some sort of truth. It's perhaps an apology. I feel like you've either had some sort of epiphany that sort of pushed you backwards, or some sort of thought about something and you're thinking about it differently now. It's almost like perhaps you were ready to go forward and you've changed your mind, or you're just not ready to uptake this because you're just not ready to talk about things. So you're really in sort of this state of suspended animation at the moment. Okay, next card out is the King of Wands in reverse. Now the cards are all coming out reversed, so it's very possible that that the deck's upside down for today. But there's a reason why Spirit would have done this. Okay, so the King of Wands has now come out again in reverse, and I'm feeling like you're dealing with someone who's a bit tricky. Okay, so this makes sense now. You have a decision or something that you need to do or talk about, and the person you need to approach is not the easiest person to approach. Now, the King of Wands in the upright is a beautiful card because he's a very self-assured man. He's confident, he's often good looking, but he certainly has an air or characteristic about him that stands out. When he's in the reverse, he looks a little manipulative and a little cunning, and perhaps he's very much in his ego. He's not easily swayed on things. And I feel like you realise this and you're holding back on talking to him because you're sort of unsure about how he's going to respond. Now, this could be a work situation here, but it also could be personal. Whatever it is, could even be a family thing. Because whatever it is, you know you need to move forward on something. You're sure of the direction you need to go in. But for some unknown reason at the moment, you're a bit nervous about approaching this man. So the next card out is the Queen of Cups, and she's 2 in reverse. And that would say to me that your emotions are all over the place at the moment because of this situation. It's almost like you know you have to do this thing, you know you have to go in this direction, but for some reason you're really nervous of this person, and I actually feel like it's almost fear of approaching this person. So it could be that you need to give notice at work and the person that's managing you is very difficult to approach. If it's in a family relationship, it could be that you've had some sort of argument or fight with this person and you're worried about approaching them. But whatever it is, it's really getting to you at the moment because your emotions are, you're either all over the place and you can't express your emotions, or you're all over the place and you can. Whatever it is, your emotions are not right. Okay, so the next card out is the Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So it's definitely a truth that needs talking here. This might even be an apology, and you may have argued with this man. You may have had quite a serious argument with this man, and you're very nervous about moving forward to say sorry. Now, either way, whether it's career or a relationship, you're holding back. You're holding back in this Queen of Cups because you don't want to face the conflict. I feel like with this, the conflict's already been done. You've already feel betrayed. This is something that could have happened in the past. It could have been something you've been sitting on for a while, but you're definitely reluctant to move forward with this truth. Now, whether you're male or female, it's irrelevant in this reading, but for some unknown reason, you're not facing what you need to do. And that's okay. It might just be that you're feeling this way today, but it needs to be done because there's this, with the Queen of Cups in reverse here, you need to release this. It's hurting. It's been very painful up until now, but it's something you need to release, and that shows this in this card. So you definitely need to take action on this and move forward with this ace, with this Knight of Swords. Definitely. Yeah, there's the Tower. Ooly dooly. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. The only way you're going to move forward on this situation is by bringing balance back in. Now, the Tower talks about sometimes, and it's in reverse. I would say to you here, means you need to drop your ego. It means you need to go in and do what you need to do and leave your ego at the door. You know, it may have hurt. It may not have felt good what happened. But that's all your ego responding. Whatever you need to do here to sort this out is for your good. It's the forgiveness for you. Because I feel like you feel really, really bad about this and you need to do something about it. The Tower in reverse can talk about an epiphany, a change, and you're even holding this back by not doing this. And I feel like once you go to do that, once you do this apology, you have this conversation, you bring your balance back in. And I feel like you've been stewing on this for a while. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, I sort of feel like you have been holding back on what you need to say. I'm really quite surprised, actually, that you're not getting more swirl. You've still got a fair bit of Swords energy here. The Ten of Swords talks about betrayal. The Nine of Swords talks about being in your head. And I'm surprised, really, the Nine's not here. Because I feel like you're going round and round and round about this decision that you need to make. It may be that you need to, take this person out of your life and you need to give them that last conversation to say, you know what, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. I need to move on. This, situation's, not good for me. You're driving my emotions up and down. I'm really unhappy because I'm in reverse. But it's definitely time for you to bring this balance back into your life. It feels to me like you're, feeling very upset and betrayed about this whole situation. Yes, it's hard, but the only way this will be resolved is if you walk back in and resolve it with a conversation. And there you go, Three of Pentacles comes out here. I feel like, it feels like to me you've been up all night thinking this over. Shall I, shan't I? Do I, don't I? It just feels like to me it's that sort of feeling of, you know, this decision going round and round in your head, or these thoughts about this person going round and round in your head. You could be in an extremely manipulative relationship and need to move out of it. So I want to note that. If you're unsafe, yes, it's hard to do what you need to do. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and move on. You're not doing yourself any good by staying in that situation. If it's a work thing, you know what? At the end of the day, there are other jobs out there. Maybe it doesn't look like it's, you know, very good at the moment, but it will turn itself around. Okay, I'm going to put that was a pretty tough reading today, folks. I don't know who that's for, but I'm sure there's people out there that will resonate with, so somebody knows what's going on here. Okay, and this could be because of the towers here, but you've got the Death card, and I would say to you, this card is like a transformation, and it says on the card, a time of natural transition and transformation. I feel like this, although it's horribly hard, it just doesn't have good energy for me at all. And you know, I hear readers say sometimes, I didn't want to deliver the messages, you know, I felt, and I redid the video because the cards weren't nice. And I think, no, you need to hear this today. I'm nothing but honest. So for people out there who need to hear this message, once you go ahead, it's almost like you gain this inner strength and this confidence. There's a transformation for you here. It's like because you've taken back your power, you will move forward in ways beyond your reasoning. It may take a while, it may take healing, but you can't stay in this situation. It's time to move on. Well, thank you for listening to your reading. I hope somebody gets something out of that, and good luck for whoever it is. Thanks.